Hello and welcome back to my channel. So I just finished a review on the Becca Evermatte foundation in the color Tobacco. So if you want to watch that, please go ahead and check it out. It's a really good review and a really good foundation that I'm completely confident in and completely support it. So if you are someone who is looking for a good foundation that's medium coverage but that is very light and creamy, that is the one for you. I promise you, it will not disappoint you. Anyways, today's video is about NYX, NYX. Now I freaking love NYX. You guys know this. I have other NYX reviews on my channel, so it's definitely not the first one or the last. But I decided to do one about their powders. Now I don't know if you guys know this, but like recently, like within the last year or so, NYX has completely broadened their horizons and completely expanded. Like I know that NYX started off, I think just at Shoppers Drug Mart. I feel like it was just at Shoppers Drug Mart, but I could be wrong. And then it was just like a little pop-up shop, and then slowly but surely, one by one, there's these little NYX stores. Now if you're from Toronto like myself, you know we have one at Yorkdale Shopping Center, we have one at the Eaton Center, we have one on Queen Street, there's one at Square One, which I think was the first one. So they got a ton of them everywhere, and they're just popping up and they're actually amazing. Oh, and there's one at the Oshawa Center. And I'm pretty sure there's gonna be one at Scarborough Town, so keep your eye on for that one. But yeah, these stores keep popping up and they're really amazing. Now NYX is a drugstore brand, but it is on the higher end scale. And what I mean by that is that it is drugstore, but it's not drugstore quality necessarily. But the prices are very good. So yeah, I personally love NYX because the prices are really good and the products are are steal for the prices that you're getting them for. Now I'm going to be talking about the powders. I have 3 different powders here. They're all pressing powders, all face powders, just different colors. Now I am doing this review, one, because you cannot open NYX products and return them, so that kind of sucks. Unlike Sephora where you can use your products and then return them, you cannot do that at NYX. So yeah, that really sucks. But the products are super cheap, so it's not like you're spending $60 on a powder, you're spending $13, which the way I look at it is like I go to McDonald's, I spend what, $11 on a combo. That's not gonna last me more than what, 15 minutes, where these powders will probably last you a couple months. So even if it's not your color, you can obviously it's not that much of a waste of money because you can put it to other use, you can give it as a gift, or you could just buy a new one because they're fairly cheap. So I'm gonna be showing you 3 different ones that I use. Starting with my main one. So there it is, a little used, sorry about that. So the main one is Chestnut. This is the color that it comes in. Now I use this on my face. As you can kind of tell, like, I don't know, I'm looking in my camera mirror thingy, and it doesn't really look like it's my color, but it is. And the powder is super light. See, it's not that bad. The powder is super light, so you don't have to, so even if it isn't like necessarily like your exact color, it's not gonna kill you, dude, because it is a light powder. So this is the color Chestnut. Like I said, I think they're about $13. I love this powder. Like I said, it is light, so it doesn't give you high or full coverage. It gives you about low to medium coverage depending on how much you use. If you're just using 1 or 2 swipes, it's very low coverage. Like, I use it just to set my foundation. I don't really use it for anything else, just because, like, I wouldn't just wear this as a foundation because it would not cover any blemishes. But this is the color Chestnut. Really nice color. It pretty much matches my foundation, which is the Becca foundation to a T. And I don't know if you guys know this, but Becca does not carry powder foundations yet. So I've been using this one just as a cheap alternative. And then the next one we have is Deep Rich. Now this is the first one I ever bought. As you can see, it's pretty dark. And this is actually looking a lot like my skin tone, but it's not. This is what I use to contour. As you can see, it's really dark. And when I initially bought this, like, the girl matched me to this color, and clearly it was not my color because I use it to contour. But I will say, and I was a little upset at first. I was like, wow, like I just wasted my money, now I can't even use it. But then when I realized it was such a pretty contour color, I was like, this is the bomb.com. And yes, you can use powder foundations or powder pressed powders to contour. Like, makeup is so versatile. Don't just think you need to use lip liners for just lips. Like, no, if you want to use lip liners on your eyes for eyeliner, go ahead, girl. Make your work pop. Like, as long as you're popping at the end of the day, it does not really matter what you used or how you used it, because there's no rules to makeup. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So this is Deep Rich. It's a really, really pretty color. It has a bit of a red undertone, which you can't really see here, but it does have a red undertone. It is very true to its name, Deep Rich. It's a very rich color and very deep color. It's a deep brown. As far as contouring goes, it is nice. It is really nice. Perfect contour for my skin tone. My mother, who's a little bit lighter than me, I do use it on her sometimes. And when I say sometimes, I mean like not really ever, just because it is so dark on her. Like, because she's so fair skinned, it's extremely darker on her than it is on me. It's very subtle on me. On her, it's dark. So you really need to make sure that you're not going too dark or too much darker if you are lighter than this. Okay, you don't want to go too dark, because then that's like an insane contour. But the color payoff is amazing. So the next one we have is my mom's color. Actually, it's beige. And so this is what it looks like. So this is my mom's color. So like I said, it's very, very light, and when you put these two together, you see there's a pretty big difference. Right, so this is the base that she uses, and sometimes I use this to highlight to go over my highlight, to set my highlight, just because this is pretty light enough to set my highlight perfectly. Let's see if I can just, so I'm gonna just, as you can see, it's really just blending in with my highlight pretty well. Take it again. Ooh, a little more on the side than I wanted to, but whatever. And you can just dab it in there. Dab, dab, dab. I'm sorry, I'm looking in the camera view. And this is what you could do to set your highlight. And this is what I mean by like, even if the colors aren't exactly your skin tone, you can make it work. Like, this is not my skin tone, but I'm making it work, girl. So yeah, so this is the color beige I used to set with my highlight. This is what my mom uses all over her face. Very, very nice color. Like I said, very light coverage. So if you're looking for a higher coverage pressing powder, I would definitely consider MAC. MAC's pressing powders are not only really good and really nice and high coverage, but you definitely get what you pay for, and it goes a long way. It goes really far. Those last very long. The only difference is in the MAC one, the MAC is like $40, where this is $13. Okay, and like I said before, these are very buildable, but you're still not going to get a very high coverage look, just maybe a medium coverage, and that would be using a lot of it. Another great thing about these powders is that they come with their own pressing powder thing. As you can see, I don't use it because I use brushes. But it does come with its own pressing powder pad, which is very nice if you're someone who's on the go and you just need a do. It's very, very helpful. It comes in handy. So yeah, I would definitely recommend these powders. One, because they are super duper cheap. Okay, super cheap. Two, they are pretty good. They get the job done. Three, they are everywhere, very accessible, so it's not like Sephora where you have to go to a mall, versus Shoppers Drug Mart where there's one in like every other corner. And yeah, they're just an all-around good product, especially for the price. Like I always say, I have very, very, very sensitive skin, so I don't like to switch up my products too much, and this so far has not given me any issues or problems. I've bought Chestnut 2 times before, so I can say that I have not experienced any bad breakouts since using them, and that's always important to me. So yeah, this is my NYX, aka NYX review on their pressing powders. And I give this a thumbs up. I would definitely suggest you guys grab it and try it out for yourself. But that is it for my review today. I hope you guys really enjoyed it, and I hope you guys kind of feel a little more comfortable with NYX powders. Like I said, definitely go out and buy it and check it out, see how it goes, see how it works with you, and if it works with you. But that is it for today. Take care, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Ooh, I didn't even turn off.